headed up to Lake. It's a little late in the season to be getting up for the first time, but it's just how it goes. Spring's a very busy time for us. We just have a lot going on, and it's hard to take a whole weekend away from the farmhouse and spend the whole weekend up here. But we've found a day, we're not even going to spend the whole weekend up here. We found a day that we're going to drive up. We're going to get the pontoon in the water and do a little swimming, open the place up, and just get it ready for the remainder of the summer. So we're going to bring you along for that. Through the magic of editing, we have made it. All right, get things ready here. We have made it. We have made it out to the water. I was gonna film all this, but it is hard. It was just hard to film it. So we're here. We're just gonna go for a quick swim before we go up and do the rest of what we need to do.
Hey, you want me to jump in?
I want you to jump in.
Ready?
It's gonna be chilly. You're gonna love it.
Ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Oh my God.
Is it cold?
Yes. Are you gonna put your life jacket or your pants on?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
my gosh.
I've got pants on.
Oh,
Promise. Got pants on.
you need to put a lower down. Oh my gosh.
You swim for a minute. I'll put my pants on and we'll go. I'll come in.
I'm gonna be jumping from here into the water.
Okay, you're on your own.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Detours and all.
You made it. Are you not happy?
I'm happy.
What about you?
Very happy.
Ready?
I'm ready. What are you dining on?
Chips and a sandwich. I love Pringles. I'm done with my chips.
You're already done. How's your lunch?
Good. I don't have water. I'm done with my chips and sandwich. Have water. Please.
I don't have
What kind of
any
sandwich?
water. I
What
have
kind
a
of sandwich
bottle
you
of
eat?
water.
PB&J.
Where's the water?
Like Quinn and
Good morning, everyone. We had a heck of a storm last night. The wind was, howling. I was beginning to get worried maybe tornado was coming through. Let's see what it did to our corn. Should be okay. I'm glad those trees are gone. I didn't really see any damage when I came out this morning. I don't see any damage in any of my neighbors' houses either. But man, it really blew. It was a pop-up thunderstorm that we typically get around here in the summer, which we're close enough to the summer. But it has been unbelievably humid here the past week, and we'll get storms like this throughout the summer, where it'll just be a pop-up severe thunderstorm out of nowhere, I know not everybody deals with that, but we do. The sun will be shining 1 minute, and then next minute it'll get dark, and then boom, we have 60-mile-an-hour winds with torrential downpours, lightning, thunder, and then it goes away, and then sunshine again. But anyway, that's what we had last night, and it seems like all is well. You can see leaves up there on the blue on the house. So today, getting ready to go to church. The church is without power right now, so I don't think I'll be drumming this morning, but I'm still gonna go. I gotta go to the church every Sunday an hour early so we can rehearse before service. I'm a drummer in the worship band. Everything looks pretty good. Got some little stuff down, debris down here and there, but nothing major. Good news. Time for a little pre-church sanding. It's coat 2.
Yep. Just another Sunday.
It's actually coat 6.
It's coat 7,443.
Each side gets 4 coats. This is coat 2 on this side, coat 6.
Side 2, coat 2.
Coat 6 all together. The other side is done. We've explained our strategy. We're getting the woodwork done first before we really start tearing in the room. So once these doors are done, I'll be able to put the room door back on so that we can keep the room negative while we're tearing the walls and stuff out. I'm not gonna put the closet door on, obviously, there's no need to. But then we'll take off the rest of the trim, which we started already. Bring it out here, we'll start sanding it, and just repeat the process until we're done with it.
But trim first is going, I think we're gonna have to do that. Don't you? Like, I think we're gonna, like, when it's all said and done and we can just pop the trim back on and call the room done, we're gonna be like, that was the most brilliant idea we've ever had. And by we, I mean
Me.
you. So I think, good idea. I'm telling you, it was a good idea. You were right.
So we said in one of our videos, or I said in one of our videos, that it was time for me to start shedding some pounds and getting back in fighting shape. During the summer months, I'll always come out here in the field and run and work out, do burpees, jumping jacks, run, sprints. I wouldn't call them sprints. They're just down and backs. But I'm incorporating some other stuff this year. So what do I have? Well, I've got a foam pole. It's about half a foam pole. I cut it in half. Well, that's the other half of it. It's not really a half, so it's about 2/3. There's a third. I mounted some handles on it so I could do some lifts with it. These are some flanges and a strainer that I got off some steam piping that was gonna get thrown away where I work. That, I would guess, is probably about 60 pounds, 65 pounds. Those two are probably 25 pounds a piece. I've got a, so in the other video we just did, or the maintenance at Ma video I just did, that was the base off of the mailbox, that old junky mailbox he had. I welded up a handle and kind of made a, it's not really a kettle bell, but it's sort of like one. I don't know, I haven't really figured out what I want to do with it though. I mean, kind of like sumo deadlifts are good, but I don't know. Sucker's heavy, I know that. That thing probably weighs 125 pounds. Yeah, so anyway, I said I was gonna start bringing you along on some of my workout stuff and hold myself accountable for this weight loss journey I'm trying to do here. Or I wouldn't say weight loss journey, I'm just trying to get back in a little bit better shape and just get back in the routine. And I want to say congratulations to my buddy. He he entered a contest. It was called, I think it was called the Dad Bod contest, or Mr. Dad Bod Indiana, or something like that. But the guy started training, and let's face it, he was a schlub. No offense, bro. But he got real disciplined and got himself in great shape, and the dude won the thing. And it was a contest down in Indianapolis, and he had to get on stage and the whole thing, and he won it. And I couldn't be more proud of the guy. So right on, brother. It's just awesome, and it's good motivation for me as well to just to do what I've always done. I've let things go a little bit just because, one, I'm being lazy, which is not good, and two, I'm real busy, and I've got to remember to make time for ourselves, and we all do. We've all got to make time for ourselves, and remember that, you know, God gave us one body to take care of, and we need to take care of it. And, you know, I probably eat more junk than I should, but I've always balanced that with working out. And now that I'm getting older, it's just like, you know, I'm sure as you get older, it gets harder. It gets harder to take the weight off. It gets harder to stay motivated. It gets harder to recover. Once you let yourself go, it gets harder to get back in the gym. Those nagging sore body parts never seem to heal. So you got to keep that stuff trained and strong, so you just don't feel so crappy all the time. So that's what I'm doing. This will maybe a little taste. I'm not going to film the entire thing. Maybe I will someday, but so what I would do is a circuit something similar to this. So after a minute or two, to catch my breath, my intention is I will do that. I'll do that circuit probably 10 times. My intention is to not stop after the first one, but to be able to do it 2 times consecutively, 3 times consecutively, and then maybe work up to where I can do it all 10 times consecutively and build my cardiovascular that way. Or I might do 5 and then switch up and start using the steel, the flanges and stuff, incorporating those somehow. I don't know, I'm kind of winging it as I go along, trying to figure it out how I'm going to do it. I do know that that circuit I just did, that's pretty intense. If I'm able to do that 5 times straight through unbroken, that's pretty good. And then I've got some more pulls here. You saw me in another video pull those down from my hops. I'll figure out a way to incorporate those somehow, do something. Or I might use them to build a swing set for the girls. That's what they really want. We'll see. So I'm gonna do a few more circuits of these. A few more. I'm gonna do, let's see, that's my 3rd. I'm gonna do 7 more circuits of that, see where I'm at, and then I might do some stuff with the flanges. We'll see. I'll show you. So I'm not typically this guy, but these things are nice to work out in. I had corded earbuds forever, and they don't work. These are all right. So I don't wear them as a part of my look. I wear them when I need them. So anyway. So I just did the 4th circuit. Yeah, anyway, let's keep going. Circuit 5. Six. All right, so I just finished with 10 circuits of that. I didn't film the first 2 because by the time when I started filming on the 3rd one, and I thought, you know what, I should be filming this since I said I was going to do it. So I did 10. You just have to take my word for it, promise. And just a little bit of some of the stuff I'm going to be doing in order to try to get myself back in shape, keep myself in shape. And I also lift weights where I work. We have a gym kind of sort of adjacent to where I work that's ours. The company owns it. So I lift weights there 4 to 5 times a week. So I'm doing something all the time. I'm just not doing a lot of cardio, which is what I need to be doing more of. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, garden update. Peppers are still looking all right. Cucumbers are really rocking right now. So those are all right. We're gonna have lots of cucumbers. The beans are starting to get up on the fence. So that's exciting. Once they get long enough, you gotta train them and they'll start climbing on their own.
Only like 6.
There's our tomatoes coming up nice.
I am seeing so much tomatoes on the plant.
Aren't they? Isn't it glorious?
So weird.
I didn't know those were there. I can see like the littlest.
Careful. We get some broccoli. That may be cauliflower.
Yeah, that's a cherry tomato too.
Doing all right. All right, corn update. Sorry for the wind. So the storm we had the other night was a bad one. You saw the damage. I won't really say damage. The corn was blown over pretty good. For the most part, it's recovered.
It doesn't look like it because the wind's blowing right
Yeah, it's still got a slight lean to it, but not nearly as much as it did. I mean, they were all like that the other night, or even worse, and they've all sort of stood back up, which is good. That'll help the roots grow down deeper and help the plant be stronger, I think. So, hey ladies, be careful. So I think it's gonna be good. We're gonna have
so much corn.
a lot of corn.
Yeah, last year
A lot of
we had
corn.
like 160 stalks.
We didn't grow corn last year, but good try.
The year we did grow corn.
Right. We grew corn the year before. No? We grew corn
It was the first year we lived here.
2 years ago? 2 years ago we grew corn.
We grew
And I mean, we still have it. We still have bags of it in our...
Yeah.
We had 180 some ears of corn. And we've
And then we had like
bagged it and
bazillion
froze it,
quarts of corn.
most of it, and canned some of it. And we still have some. But we're running low, so that's why we're going corn this year. Partly. The other part is I'll be able to harvest this early on. And so typically, if you don't know anything about Indiana sweet corn, will you stop? Indiana sweet corn typically is ready mid-August, late August, depending on when you plant it. So it'll be out here pretty well early season, which with our other garden, I mean the tomatoes and stuff, beans, those grow until frost.
Yeah.
So those plants will be rocking until October. But anyway, I think Kristen mentioned this in another video. Once this is done, I'm going to we got to work this land a little bit and get this thing graded so that the water goes out that way. I want my garden to be here ultimately, because what I like is the shade that the trees provide. So midday, when you get into the later months of the summer, July, August, even in September, it gets really hot and it gets really dry around here. August is typically a month that is super hot and we don't have a lot of rain. And coincidentally, that's when our gardens and our vegetables and stuff are at the, I mean, they're getting close to harvest, and they really could use water before you pick them, especially like the tomatoes. I mean, everybody knows the tomatoes full of water anyway. So that being said, I like the garden here because in the midday, when the sun is the hottest, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we get shade over the garden like it is now, and it helps cool everything off. And it helps the moisture, helps the ground retain the moisture, And this is just the ideal spot for the garden. So next year the garden will be back here.
Because after you harvest the corn, then you're gonna grade this area, right?
Yeah, we'll till it, and then I plan on
move some earth.
Yeah. Hey, get out.
Got some good listeners.
Yeah, everybody listens really well. It's not a problem until somebody steps on a corn stalk and says, "Oh, Daddy, I'm sorry."
I don't think we sound.
They sound exactly like. So sorry about the wind. Remember me a couple videos ago or so? I told you that one of the worst problems I'm having in my garden this year is the lettuce that grew all last winter. Look at this stuff. I have plowed this stuff under, or tilled it under, I bet 3 or 4 times. And it just keeps growing. Look, this thing is bolting. In the immortal words of a very famous actor in the 90s movie that rhymes with Jurassic Fark, life finds a way. And that is certainly what's happening here. My daggone corn just got blown over so bad in that storm. Man, look at that. It might make it. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna let it do its thing. I'm not gonna, I guess I could. Gosh, I'm not gonna though. This has happened before and everything has stood right back up and kept right on going. I know the weeds have just, they don't even care about me weeding them. They're happy to keep growing. They don't care. Wind didn't bother them, did it? Nope. The wind didn't bother the weeds. Just bothered my precious corn. That's all. The weeds were like, whatever. Bring it on. We not only don't care about your wind, we're gonna kill your corn.